4 necros by yawn.
Wow. And not the team I was expecting to run it.
Yep.
Wow.
So we see the the big necros coming out.
I wouldn't.
The necros and the
I don't know.
mesmer.
What would be the only guild I would not want to run for necros again? Because they know the in and outs and what it can and cannot do.
At the same time, though, SOD does absolutely nothing against this build. Like,
Wow,
this
this
is
is
the
true.
dead skill for D9. But we see Big Teeth the hotshot going out one way. We see Canadian Skittles going in through the other way. What's going to go mega split here? They're already just dying at the flag stand. They're just melting immediately. So this is going to be a two-way match. The split
Like what's writ was
versus the
named
split.
just for you.
Yawn's got to get back in their knights as fast as possible. These guys are corpses if they stay out for very long against this split. We see What moving around, trying to gain some ground, running around the courtyard.
Skittles got their parakeet, so this could offer some big plays. Big plays.
Big plays we like to see. A good job there by What to really back up with their holding team. And I approve of over 9,000's flagger name hate commentary. I approve of the shout out.
We did get both the footies down in that run by as well, which was gonna make future run bys easier. Catapult in the air.
Oh wow, you might get a kill on
Catapult
right
in the
here on
air.
flag.
We gotta
Both
get that.
monks have Dark Escape up.
Uh-oh.
Maybe Dark Moon does have. Oh my goodness! But their stand team here is just dying, trying to get this flag, and they threw it on the ground. See, Danny Mouse Sports took a lot of damage from the catapult. He's really low. Divine 9, Brock, and the flagger hate commentary. I actually don't know who that is off the top of my head. Oh, that's Soulbind when he dropped that.
that's
Because like it was KOI. That was painful. I mean, how much is no RC hurting right now? No monk.
It's a big hail because right now the only conditions that yawn has is poison and bleeding, and mend ailment only heals for every condition that's not removed after it removes a condition. So you're only healing for half the health that RC would heal, which is a big difference. It's a big 66 health.
You see Backfire go up on Divine 9 right now, so he can't even cast. I'd honestly think that Backfire would be better off going on the monk at all time. I mean, the heal monk at all times. Although Divine 9 does have Spirit Bond, so that's going to help them a lot against that Backfire. And the Soul Binds as well. He can always just put a Spirit Bond on the flagger whenever he's about to drop his Protective as KO to negate that damage. The Bone minions right now are doing a lot of hacking and slashing as well.
Is the individual damage procs from Soulbind going to be enough to trigger a Spirit Bond on that?
They do. Soulbind does about 62 at the level that they have it. Some teams purposely spec their Soulbinds to not do over 60, but this teams are doing 62s, so they will.
We see Leah Darkmoon running a flag through a Mesmer and a Warrior. This is a losing battle. I would not do that.
He's just gonna run out of energy if he doesn't just die. I mean, we see the Cure Hex on the... Yeah, he drops the flag. I mean, the thing is, though, now he's completely caught. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get free. We see Steve-O, though, back off, actually. I'm not sure why. He's going right back in. Maybe some miscommunication from the team.
See yawn degenerating the knights. They're coming really low. They might wipe.
Joe Phone has left the server.
Doesn't look like Danny has any healing for
Joe
himself
Phone has
though,
connected.
so he's looks like he almost degen out. And there you go.
And Skittles is gonna die as well.
After
Their entire split here is dead after time.
This is not looking good.
This is really rough. Skittles just hanging in there. Oh, you don't see people run in that area of Warriors very often. Steve-O's gonna die after time too. This is gonna be really rough because if they can get What completely stuck in their base, I mean, I don't think they can end it right now. Well, they might, but just like What having to run through all that pressure to be able to resplit is going to be absolutely brutal for them.
I don't know how many snares Yawn has to kind of stop him from splitting, but yeah, just that pressure as they try and fall out is going to eventually lead to what just happened, where they just can't heal themselves.
The thing is, like, What's defense so far has been they push out and then they just slowly retreat back into their base. If Yawn is able to just completely push in, like even if what if Yawn completely pushes them in, even if what splits, they could just end the game by just killing them. Like there's nowhere to run once you're on the boat.
I think the problem for what's going to be that they have to keep the fire alley at stand to spread out heal breeze, keep the party heal up. So that means they have to split out their snare alley, which is not as much DPS as a fire alley.
Yeah, that lack of just one heal for the split team obviously showed up right there. If they just had like Cryptor's healing breeze, their split wouldn't have died so badly. Even if they just had the flagger, it wouldn't have died so badly. But they can't spare any of it right now. I'd like to see a big wave of pressure here. Really try to kill them after time. What might just take deaths, trade the DP for a fresh health bar and a fresh mana bar on res. Doesn't look like it though. Really interesting play. I mean, you see Tremendously Inept is really far out right now. They're trying to just kind of not be full turtle. We see them immediately trying to break right off the bat.
And the bone minions. I think that's more about taunting than anything.
Over 9,000 can't get in a sustained fight because their monks can hold like 4 people up with like the heal breezes and the weapon spells and everything, but when you have 8 people taking damage, it's way too much for them to keep up with. Danny Mouseforce is taking tons of damage, the Flagger's taking tons of damage. I mean, it's just woe on recharge right now from Brock. I think he just got homesick because he hasn't cast it. I thought I saw.
Yeah, I mean, there's already 2 monks back for Yawn against the split of 1. So even that, like, attempt is empty.
This Necker would alleviate a lot of pressure off stand. Do you know which Necker that is? Which bar?
Looking.
It's just a blood
I haven't seen it yet. I saw a signet appear. I think it might be their signet of suffering. Blood person.
Yeah, so
In a really good position here. I mean, Skittles is going to be able to get a good break, actually. Right now is when Lily needs to communicate that Skittles is making a break. They need their monk to start getting back.
But their split's just putting themselves in position to degen out to this Necro again. Unless they can get away. I don't.
How long can over 9,000 hold up in this boat, though?
Yeah, I don't see what wiping as long as their LA keeps up the heal breeze. Which he's doing a good job on. You just see him mind blasting on recharge and only casting mind blast and heal breeze.
This is disease on them in the base, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting to see a little bit of pressure on Yawn for the first time in this match. I don't think they've been too pressured up until just about recently.
Yeah, and it's pretty much all put on themselves from disease. I like that they had run a monk assassin flagger. I think that was a really good choice against what with the way that they split and get that extra word of healing out there. We see Skittles killing these top archers. I mean, while yes, he's killing top archers, that's great usually, but those archers on Warrior's Isle just are almost as close to worthless as possible. They don't hit anything really. So Yawn will gladly trade them. Although Skittles actually right now has drawn both monks for just him. Maybe a big collapse play coming here for what?
Yeah, Big Tiff could collapse on the main team right here. Actually, get a kill.
Down goes the Mesmer. They also have the flag stand, so really good play here by what? They're not in bad shape right now at all. Looks like this Necro is gonna drop as well. Looks like he wanted to die though. They wanna just base res at this point. see Big Teeth the Hotshot going up in a one-on-one here against Lily. One-on-one of the ages, and has finally ended.
Yawn's kind of gonna catch what again back in an 8v8 though. What needs to start splitting?
Yeah, air pressure is gonna start building up really fast.
We see it setting in right now, and you already see them doing that backup play. It's always good for what to be fighting outside their base, so they can just back up when the pressure's hitting them. That's the best thing for them.
Looks like
It's really
Skill's
hard for
going
them
in for
to
another split too.
He's being countered already by Mia Dark Moon. We'll see if they just run a flag out the side, and it looks like Dark is doing that. No, he doesn't have a flag. It's Steve always got the flag. So they're trying to keep the flags in play, which is really important for what, because if Yawn has to keep running flags, they're not able to deal as much pressure, keep as much healing in the base. So it's really important for them to keep flag control.
I mean, at the very least,
right now. It's just mind blasting and heal breezing.
We see Lily though chasing Steve-O away. Looks like they're gonna have to go back in through the base, do a little loop around. Without Lily though, it just doesn't seem like Yawn has enough hexes somehow to just be able to break what? Divine 9 is using Spirit Bond really effectively right now in his Holy Veil.
And without Lily, they're missing the bleeding and the life siphons. It's a lot of degen.
Looks like Dark is in another one-on-one versus Lily. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get out of this one. He's got Ether Feast, but it's not gonna heal him super much. Oh, he gets healed up though. Team supports him.
I mean, just look at all the degen on what, but it's like they're able to just push through it with the heal breezes and the Rit healing. It's not like killing pressure.
I would really like to see Steve-O just drop this flag for Dark and they both push out together and just try to kill Lily or kill Maya with Skittles collapsing. I just make a quick play and that's exactly what they do. Ah, Bulls was blocked by Guardian because she was going to eat that one. I see we had Dark Moon come up. They missed their opportunity. They really needed to burst really fast, get that burst damage in there and kill somebody. Now they're in kind of a rough spot.
This is not good news for Steve-O. He's snared.
Steve-O's in trouble, Skittles is in trouble. Skittles is gonna get away. Steve-O looks like he can. Dark,
yeah, it was a good
it'll be rough, but he has Ether Feast. The big thing is that their three main splitters right now are kind of stuck. And we see Skittles trying to make a run through. They need somebody to get out the front, but it's really hard for him. As we see Yawn just kind of body blocking the stairs almost.
Jakal's really low. And he goes down.
No, like they're getting a couple of these kills, but they can, like they've been getting boosts. They have 6. As long as they don't have any big plays in their bait.
Like in the cat and mouse game here, the split has a chance. If the split can just get something to happen one time, they can almost win the game. They just need that one opportunity. Meanwhile, Yawn knows that they just need to keep this match going the way it's going, and their pressure will eventually win them the game. I mean, Resilient plus Heal Breeze, he just gets so much, and then Spirit Bond, he can always click as well.
Do you think Yawn taking the Monk Runner was a spec for what split?
I really do think so, and I think it was a great decision.
Skittles has a bit of a break.
Yeah, Dark Moon was stuck. I would have liked to see Dark almost just hold that flag. I know he would have gotten really low, but if Dark Moon was just going to stand there holding the flag, he could have just held it there, right next to Dark Moon, not capped, and let Skittles get even further. I don't think Skittles is going to be able to kill fast enough. He's going to have to go for an Archer, not a Knight.
Leo might get caught.
He's not even...
Nope.
Catapult.
And meanwhile, their team had pushed out here, and they're gonna have to do that huge retreat.
As long as they can retreat slowly, though, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, because with the Hexer, keep Hexers running, and they're not going to be able to put as much pressure on as if they're just sitting in your boat. So, I don't think this, if they can keep kind of doing this seesaw motion between the stand and their base, I think that's almost what want, because it kind of keeps the pressure down.
Look at Darkmoon in a lot of trouble here. Steve-O's coming in. He got a good break. That's a lot of knockdowns from Skittles and Steve-O. But they're gonna, looks like they're gonna turn on the other monk. See if they can kill him quickly. Not gonna happen.
Yawn's doing a really good job of just making sure that what doesn't get that break they're looking for. They've been really careful sending the two monks back every time, and kind of, I guess, protecting their lead at this point.
Lily's done a really good job of providing damage outside their base at all times, not just wanting to mindlessly run in the other team's base, but she is taking a lot of damage right now. Barely gets in there and saved by Jakal. Almost like to see her have run the other way to the other monk, who is caught in not the best place. Both their outer monks, Maya and Rhea Darkmoon, are taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, Dark Escape might save.
Oh, wow. It's a nice reverse.
Jacko's in trouble now too. This is all after time.
Yep.
This could be the kind of play what needs. Maybe get a wipe here. Get a necro kill. The monk's back up though. And as we've seen, RC does good work. Well, I'm worried about over 9,000 going to 28 because it seems like they need all their healing to survive in their own boat.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to take a risk and either send out the fire alley or the writ, but I'd rather send out the fire alley.
I mean, basically, I expect Yawn at 28 to do what we saw them do before with just sending that Sitting There Suffering Necro back to kind of put out the degen to kill what split. And Yawn already has some damage, lore damage, from being pushed in there before, so...
I don't think they can win it at 28. I mean, since they need all their healing to survive, they just can't... They won't have any healing on the split, and Lily will just kill them. And they haven't gotten any NPCs down, so the NPCs are going to kill them too. It's getting into the point where they really, really need to land some kills in the base.
I don't know. If what isn't able to get a big play, it's certainly not for lack of try. Skittles has been running around this map in every way possible, trying to find a lone monk or a lone necro or anybody to kill, and just not getting that opportunity.
You see Big Tip getting the flag out the back again. Just kinda snuck out of there.
I feel like they've run out of time making them.
Well, this monk is all alone, and Skittles and Steve-O and Big Tiff could kill him. I kind of wish Skittles stayed in the base to keep the necro there.
So do I right there. I mean, this is RC monks are not. Their elite is worthless when they're by themselves, as I'm sure no monk has tested many times. It's getting caught by yourself as a monk is really scary. Looks like they're gonna kill him and be able to return this flag. Dark needs the cap so they can get that boost fast. Steve-O's dying, but he should be able to just run away. He's caught in flail right now, which is kind of unfortunate. Lily didn't chase. She really needed to get in there and get one more life siphon on him. Although, actually, Brock always runs through the other team to heal. He's so good at that. They get another kill on
Dude,
Pally.
base?
That guy's died quite a bit, and he base reses for a flag. Oh, that's so fortunate for them. Maybe that was planned. Probably not, though, considering they're taking more deaths.
No, probably not.
And the all-important animate bone minions was interrupted.
It is 20 minutes. Time is starting to run out. I mean, they're gonna take maybe a monk death here. They might be able to recover and be good again.
If they can get all three of their monks together, which they do now, that's just too much healing with 2 woes and an RC.
So what do either of you think, what's 28-minute build, a 28-minute play should be?
I don't know if they have one. Like, I think you need to just, I mean, you said it before, send like the Fire Rally out and kind of roll the dice that it's enough healing, but I mean, maybe you have to land a lucky kind of kill on one of the monks out of position at like 26. Like, that's really their best shot at this point.
I really like the split response from Yawn. That Necro's really handling everything.
They've been really on top of Skittles every time he tries to get to the boat. It's responding with at least a monk and someone else. He's not really going to be able to shine like he did in some of the other battles with the Ritualist, when they sent the Ritualist back.
Yeah, this monk flagger is a really good decision by Yawn.
He's got a great bar for staying alive. Like, he's got Shielding Hands and Woe, which is huge against the Assassin and Illusion of Pain and things like that, What'll try to send at him.
Cryptor does have a flag in the back coming around, though, so it looks like they've decided to be more aggressive and try and stay alive without the heal breeze, but they're suffering for it in the base.
I kind of want to see Daily.
If they die in the base
even though he
once,
has
it's
a
game
defect.
over.
I mean, that one less person taking pressure is a lot of energy off your monks.
Cryptor's actually in some trouble here.
He needs to feel the... Oh, that was a great strip enchantment there. Out-battled by Lily. One-on-one. Oh, here comes Skittles though, trying to finish off Lily.
Oh.
I'd say it's still worth it, honestly. Taking Cryptor down for that long. Oh, never mind, Cryptor's right back up. Who got him up? Danny with Death Pacts. Ooh. And they have a flag stuck there, which they will kill. So there goes their main troll character for 30 seconds, so they might be able to push in here. It's a lot of offense on just these 2 monks right now.
Yeah.
If these monks die after, this is the opportunity.
Yeah, they need to die now. They just need to go.
Yeah, it looks like Yawn's falling back.
I might not let. Yep, they're gonna try for a block on this. Looks like. And try and get this monk after time, and it could be a game changer. Game winner.
Oh, that's a big kill after
It's a
time.
nice after time.
You do see Yawn responding back though. They know how big that was.
We could see some good catapult there right now.
Oh man, that would be a huge
Someone goes
catapult
for
right
it.
now.
No one did.
This monk is staying up just long enough to be able to save the game for the team right now.
Yep, and he's right.
I mean, this could
Very
be White
impressed.
City for what in here. Like, they can turn around and die right after time themselves.
This is what pushing the chip tall in. Like, they know this needs to work. And their opportunities starting to...
But,
Looks like
I
they're
mean,
just
a
gonna be
base
getting more
and
damage.
hexes. I mean, they're actually going to take a lot of deep wounds now from the Knights, which is something that wasn't coming in on them before. And that no RC on
Cryptor
Divine
needs to
Nine's
keep
really going to
up
show right
those-
here.
Cryptor needs to keep up those heal reses. You see the pressure setting in.
They might be timing this for a base at 26 minutes. I mean, they're getting a decent amount of load.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they
Hey,
definitely did
commentary,
push all
drop the
chips in,
pod.
but I mean, this is going to be... We see Divine 9 just breaking right now, and Tremendously inept returns to him. They're going to try to keep those guys alive. Those are the critical ones.
Hey,
I mean, I don't
commentary
know what...
dropped the pot and 3/4 of his health just went away because of soul mine.
If they could have set that up better, they would have a catapult right now landing on Yawn. Oh, they're going to body block for it. Oh man, this is the stuff we like to see right here. No, Divine 9's breaking it.
I still might catch it.
They need mouse boards with the nice freezing burst.
Oh!
Oh, they only
Did it
hit one
hit?
person. Unfortunate. That little delay might really hurt them, and they might die after time here.
I don't know what the DP
D9 is
against some of these
snared.
characters was, but I would have liked to see them just take the wipe and res like the rest of their team's gonna do. I think it was kind of unnecessary to try and back out like... I mean, they didn't end up taking any more deaths,
Maybe they
but
should have
it
just
could've been
died
really-
getting catapulted. That probably would have been the best play. Might just stand there
People
and
here
die
could
from
have
catapult.
back of the base. Oh, never mind. I wasn't sure if y'all noticed
they
him, but
gonna-
it looks like Leah Darkmoon's there.
It's both teams pushing for war damage now. We'll see what happens. Looks like they're trying to use spirits to body block, which is pretty effective because it's hard for Yawn to kill spirits, but they're sneaking through the side with Sari. But just one Hexer isn't going to do much. They're also going to take a lot of Deathly Swarm damage. There's still a pretty good delay there. Delayed him by about 20 seconds.
That's some good
I'd like
staring
to see
by
those
Danny.
spirits.
And we have enough to break the entourage though for what going in. That couple night kills is really huge at this because of that.
What is getting a lot of war damage right now? I'm
Yeah,
trying to
it's-
look at the numbers popping up. It's a lot of hidden numbers coming up on what's like. If you look at it, there's a lot of healing and prod and stuff on it, but Yawn is taking a huge amount as well.
Skill.
Oh, Skittles dies.
It actually feels like what is taking more damage on Lord if you just look at the Guild Lords, even though it looks like theirs is taking more.
Looks like it'll be pretty
Not sure
close.
what is all that
in terms of
damage
Lord
from?
damage here.
This Dark Pact?
I'm not sure where. I mean, it's just tons of wands. Like, I mean, shielding hands right now on the Guild Lord would be huge.
What does Divine 9 not have shielding hands?
I don't know. He might not. He needs to SOD the Lord at
They-
least. Like, just stop all the wand
Yeah.
damage coming in. He's just wanding people right now.
And it's gonna be a close one.
That could have been game changing if he SOD'd it. Or
I
shielding
honestly,
Well-
yeah, I really think
Wow.
Divine 9 lost him that game by not SODing the Lord or anything. I don't know if he just was out of energy or what.
hands. Wow.
That was... Alright, well, that was our first match that actually went the distance.
Or just a strange match.
I just feel like that was poor execution on the Americans' part at 28 minutes, which... I mean, so many matches we watch, every monthly we always see one match decided by one team just executing better at the tiebreaker than the other one.